Welcome back to the another Jetpack Compose tutorial, and in this tutorial we'll be talking about Compose UI Toolkit. Okay, so now without wasting any time, let's jump right to the concepts that we will be learning in this tutorial. We will be learning about theming in short, and we'll be learning about some UI Toolkit components like scaffold, uh, like those are like material design components, which are the fundamental material design components like scaffold, surfaces. We'll be also learning more about layouts. Okay, how do we arrange our different composable UI elements in different arrangements like horizontal, vertical, okay, or stack. We'll be learning about that. We'll be learning about modifiers. How do we use modifiers to adapt our composable UI in different forms that we want. Okay, so we'll be learning all these concepts. Okay, so let's jump right to the tutorial and understand. Okay, so Jetpack Compose is obviously it's shipped with a huge library of UI components that will help us to build powerful and modern UI UX. Okay, so styling. Talking about styling and theming, Compose provides a consistent look and feel by providing a material design implementation. So material design is a adaptable system consisting of components, tools, and guidelines which supports the best practices of UI UX design. Okay, so Compose supports material design 2 and 3. So material design 3 is also known as material U, that contains updated components and features designed to match the new look and feel on Android 12 plus. Okay, so material theme, using material theme, it's very simple and easy, as I have already discussed this also in my previous lectures. Let's go to the theme. Okay, so if you go and check out my theme, this is how I have declared my okay, so these are all the my colors. Okay, and if you check out, this is my dark color schema, and this is my light color scheme. So like this I have defined here, so that I will be using in my to setting my theme. This is my custom theme that I'm creating. Okay, so based on if the system is in dark theme, then I will just use the my custom dark color scheme. Otherwise I will use the light color scheme. Okay, so it's pretty simple. Okay, and I have passed here, I have also passed the typography here for setting the different styles to text styles. Okay, and also there are some other like I have also shapes, which is like rounded corner shapes. Okay, for small, medium, and large. Okay, so there are different shapes here, and yeah, that's it. To use the material design like this your style, your custom theme, you can just go to your main activity and apply your theme here. You can use your custom app theme here. Okay, it's pretty simple, guys. Okay, so about after this we will be talking about scaffold. So what is scaffold? So scaffold is a part of a toolkit that is a basic layout for arranging material components in common pattern. Okay, so if you want to check out the scaffold, let's go to our scaffold screen, and as you can see, my scaffold consists of three important component, that is a top app bar, my bottom bar, and this is my bottom app bar, and my contents. Okay, so this is my contents. My content will consist of a box. As you can see here, this is a box with my columns consisting of these three items, like I text, button, and icon. All right, so my top app bar is this one, which consists of a title and a navigation icon. As you can see here, this is my title, which is consists of a text that is a compose. As you can see here, this is my top app bar consisting of a navigation icon and a title. Okay, and I also have a bottom app bar which is consisting of my row. Okay, my row consists of this text, button, and icon. Okay, so this is it. This is the scenario how we arrange materials using scaffold. in Compose. Okay, so now let's go, jump to the another concept. It's called surface. Surface is a fundamental component in material design, and it is a central part of an app where the app content resides. Okay, so to check out the surface, let's go to our surface. Like, okay, where is this? Yeah, I have different surface, but I want to show you the composable app. Okay, I can show you. Yeah, you can check out your surface. Consists of like you have a modifier, you have a color, you have a shape, you have a border, you have a shadow, elevation, you have a tonal elevation. So it's like a fundamental component where it's like a central part of the app where the app content resides, right? It's like this is it. Okay, so there are some there are other list of material UI components that you can go through. So you can also material UI components are accessible by default, and it features acceptable color contrast ratio and minimum touch size and many more. Okay, so you can just check out the official documentation of Jetpack Compose. As you can see here, this is the official documentation, so you can just go and check out everything here. Okay, all the detail uh, here. Okay, so there are some material components like for example for action you have a action buttons, like floating action buttons also, and you have for contentment you have material UI components like cards, accordions, dialogue, seats, both bottom and slide seats, right? And for communication you have banners, snack bars, tooltips. Okay, whereas for navigation you have a bottom app bar, navigation bar, navigation drawer, navigation rail, tabs, search. So you have for selection, you have a checkbox, radio button, chips. For text input you have text fields, date pickers, time pickers. So these are all the list of material UI components. All right, okay, so guys, let's go to the another concept. This is called layouts. Layouts, it's in Compose, it's like a systematic arrangement of UI elements on a screen. Okay, so Compose has 3 standard layout elements, as you can as you already know, like I have already discussed in my previous lectures. So there are 3 standard layout items like box, column, and row. So row, okay, let me go with this. The row, row is like let me show a simple row example. Okay, yeah, this is a simple row example. As you can see, consists of 2 elements, column and also inside a column which consists of a text, and then we have a elevation button. Okay, your row is like used for horizontal arrangement UI components. Okay, so you can see this is a simple row example, my row. Okay, it's is used for horizontally arranging the UI components. Okay, so you have like vertical arrangements, you have horizontal arrangements to space evenly, as you can see here, and like it's like this is the preview, which consists of text, button, and a icon, as you can see here. Then you have a column which is used to vertically arrange the UI components. For column, let me check out. Yeah, this is the column for vertically arranging the components, right? UI components. And finally you have a box. Your box, actually this is to put or stack elements on top of another UI elements, so it's like a stack. Okay, so you're arranging the elements in a stack here. Okay, so this is the concept you have to understand. Okay, so now finally let's talk about the concept called modifiers. Modifiers helps us to decorate composables like sizing, padding, setting background color, tweaking other appearance, like and other appearances. Like every composable accepts a modifier as a parameter. So this is the important concept that you have to understand. Like every composable accept modifier as a parameter. Okay, so it's a parameter by default. So this can be changed together to get a desired result also. Okay, so modifiers, like let me check out a simple modifier. Yeah, this is a modifier composable example. As you can see here, I'm using a box. Inside the box there is a text which is aligned to bottom center, and this modifier consists of a background color, like size, padding, alpha. It's clickable also. There are some list of modifiers like layout modifiers that helps to control the size and position of your composables, like width, height, size, and fill max width, fill max height, fill max size, padding. There are some draw modifiers like modifies the visual appearance of composables, like background clip to define the clip shapes. There are some gesture modifiers like and that adds interactivity to your composables, like clickable, scrollable, draggable, swipeable. There are some other modifiers like additional functionalities like content scale for images, alpha for transparency, border. There is a layout ID for accessibility, and on globally position that tracks the position changes. Okay, so this is all about Compose UI Toolkit. Happy composing, guys. If you like the video, please do share, subscribe, and comment if you have any questions, and catch you up in the next lecture. Thank you, guys.